Good morning students, welcome back to the second video of class business studies. So in the previous video we have studied about the management, we have studied its meaning, we have studied its main functions, what are its, and after that I told you that in the next video I will tell you about the properly in the detailed way the characteristics of management, its objectives and all that. So this is the class in which I will tell you, explain you about the characteristics, that what are the characteristics of management. So you all are requested to kindly watch this video properly, go through it again and again. If you are having problems, then also put your questions in the comment box if you are having any. Okay, so now as we have discussed earlier that what is actually the management, I hope that you are getting it very well. I told you that what is management. Management is what actually that manages the things. That manages the things means whatever the activities are to be performed, that we have to manage in a proper method, in a proper sequence. That is the management. Now if we talk about the characteristics of the management, then what can we say? The characteristics means what? The specialties of that particular thing. So we have to understand the specialties of this management. That what? How can we understand that this is the management? Okay. So now see, the first one is the characteristics. Under the characteristics, the first one is the goal-oriented process. It means that your management is the goal-oriented process. What does it mean? It means that whatever the business organization is performing the activities, whatever the business it is doing, that particular firm, but the main objective is to earn profit, is to earn something. This is the motive of that organization, and for that very motive, that particular organization follows what? The process of management. And in this process of management, its main objective or its main characteristics will be what? That it is the goal oriented, because the management is being done for a particular goal. That's why we can say that it is a goal oriented process. Goal oriented means what? That whenever we are having any goal, and for that goal we are doing something. Like for you, take the example as yourself. You are studying in class 12. You are having some goals. You want to get 90% marks, or you want to clear CBT exam. For that you want to clear, make your base strong, and all that. So this is your what? This is your target, your goal. And for this goal, you are managing your studies. That in the whole day we have to give this much of time to our studies only. Nothing else I will do during those hours of study. Okay, so this is what? This is the management done by yourself. Why you are managing this? Why you are planning this? Because your aim, whatever you are doing, that is the goal oriented. That's why we can say that management is a goal oriented process. Okay. Then the second point is the pervasive. Pervasive means that management is acceptable and is performed, done everywhere, in every organization, in every sector, even it is private, government, public, whatever. Every field we have to follow the management. We have to perform the activities of management. We cannot ignore the management. That's why we can say that management is a pervasive in nature. It means pervasive nature means what? That management is acceptable in everywhere, in every sector. Okay. Either it is your home also, then also it is acceptable. Either your office, your school, your class, whatever it is. Even if I talk about the very small time period, that is the morning time period when you are getting ready for your school. At that time also you are managing lots of things. This much of time I am having, at this time my bus will arrive at my boarding point. So for that you have to manage everything, and you have to get ready within that time limit only. So you are managing at that time. Everywhere you can say that everywhere management is available. Okay, it's accepted everywhere. Okay, so that's why we can say that management is the pervasive in nature. Then multidimensional means what? It is multidimensional, means the management cannot work only in a one direction. It works in almost many directions. Okay, like here they have given the people, means management of people. If I am going to organize, if I am going to start a business, then I must know ना that how many employees do we need, right? हमें पता होना चाहिए कि हमको कितने और ये लोगों की आवश्यकता है, कितने लोगों के स्टाफ की जरूरत है, how much, that should be very clear to us. So for that particular reason, I have to do what? I have to arrange the people, I have to manage the people, I have to recruit the people for that particular work. So this is the management of people, and if I am having that staff, then I have to manage them, that he is capable of doing this, he is having this particular skill, so I need to give that work only to him, I should assign that work only to him. If I will give something else, what will be the effect? The effect will be negative. We can't get that result that we are expecting. Okay, so this is the multidimensional, and it also manages the people. Then after work, right, I told you that work is also managed, that what work should be done by whom. Okay, then after the operations, activities to be managed, lots of activities are there, so we have to plan very particularly, very properly, that which activity should be done when, which should be done first and which should be in the end. Okay, so this all should be very clear and planned and managed. Okay, then the continuous process, they are saying that management is a continuous process. Of course the management is a continuous process. Suppose you are managing something and for some time you have managed and after that you left it. Okay, what will happen? Will you get the success? No. So it means whatever you are doing, whatever you are working, if the business is the continuous process, business is a regular process. Now you all know, you have studied last year that business cannot be stopped, it should be in regular practice. If a particular business activity is in regular practice, then only we can call it the business, otherwise that is not business. Okay, suppose you are selling your old books to somebody. For an example, you are selling your old books to somebody, okay, after completing your class. Okay, is it your business? No. Maybe you have earned profit, you have sold them in higher price and all that, you have earned profit, no doubt, but is that business? No, because you are not in the regular practice of that particular work. Okay, so the main function of the business is what? Characteristic is what? That the business is only, we can call a particular activity business only when it is in regular practice, continuous. So if the business is in regular practice, then the management should also be there simultaneously. Okay, business मतलब we can say that business के साथ साथ हमारा management हमेशा साथ चलता रहेगा. If the business is going and management is stopped, what will happen? We will not get the proper results. Okay, then the group activity, of course, the group activity it is. Management is not being done only by a single person. It is a group activity. At every level the management is required. The top management also performs its duties, its activities, it will manage the things. Then after the lower level, then after the before lower level there will be the middle level. Okay, middle level will perform its activities and all that, then lower level. Okay, so every level is performing its activities, its managing activities, managerial activities. Got it? So in this way we can say that it is the group activity. So management is also known as the group activity. Then dynamic function. What does it mean? The dynamic function. Actually, you can say that sometimes what happens. Suppose these are the green boards. Okay, these are the green boards, right? Now, after some time, you may know that nowadays the whiteboards are in practice too much. Okay, whiteboards are in practice so much, and for that you need to you need to purchase the whiteboards and the markers to write. Okay, why? So that we can save ourselves with the dust of the chalks. Okay, so this is also the reason. So if that environment is changing, what environment is changing? The demand. So that particular business who was preparing, who was manufacturing those grain boards, what do they need to do? They have to now manufacture the white boards. They have to change themselves. So they will manage in this way. So that's why we can say that management is the dynamic process, means it is changed as per the environment is changing. जैसे environment बदलेगा हम उसके according हमारा management को change करेंगे. That's it. Okay. That's why we can call it the dynamic function. Then intangible. Intangible. Management is not a particular thing that you can see or touch. You can just feel that it is the management and it has been done. You have been given some instructions, you have been told something, so you will just feel it that I have to do this and that or whatever. Right? It's not a particular thing that you can touch. So that's why we can call the management as intangible thing. Intangible activity. Okay. So these are the characteristics. You should go through it all. Okay. Then after we will study about the objectives of the management. What are the objectives of management? So objectives means what? The goals, the tasks that I have to achieve. Okay. Organizational objective is there. Organizational objective is related to what? Related to the organization, that firm, that particular business. Okay, that these are the objectives of this particular organization, and I have to fulfill them. Okay, what those objectives can be? Organized according to the organizational objectives. The survival of that organization means we will always plan, we will always manage the things so that the organization, the particular organization should survive for so long. Okay, it should not come to an end so early. चलता रहे हमारा बिजनेस, लॉन्ग लास्टिंग चलता रहे, हमेशा चलता रहे, रन करता रहे. It will flourish day by day, year by year, months by months, whatever. Okay, so this is the organizational objective as per the survival. Okay, then profit. Of course, if we will earn profit, then only we can flourish, then only we can succeed, then only we will develop ourselves. So there must be profit of that organization regularly. Okay, then growth. If we are having the profit, if we are surviving in the market for the long time, then it means we are growing, and in this way we can make our growth also. So we have to think about the survival, profit and growth of the organization. That's why we can say that it is the organizational objective, first objective of the management. Okay, that is the organizational objective. Then the social objective. Here we have to be very careful, because this is not related to us, not related to our business. This is completely related to what? Related to the society. Whatever the business we are performing, that should not affect negatively to the society in any way. वो हमारी सोसाइटी को किसी भी तरह से कोई नुकसान ना पहुंचा रहा हो, either in form of pollution or something else. ठीक है ना, किसी भी तरह से हमारी सोसाइटी को प्रॉब्लम ना हो हमारे बिजनेस से, ये हमारा एक और ऑब्जेक्टिव होता है. सो दैट्स व्हाई वी कैन कॉल इट द सोशल ऑब्जेक्टिव. ओके, व्हिच इज फॉर द सोसाइटी. गॉट इट? देन द लास्ट इज द पर्सनल ऑब्जेक्टिव. पर्सनल ऑब्जेक्टिव इज रिलेटेड टू व्हाट? रिलेटेड टू आवर एम्प्लॉइज, रिलेटेड टू माय एम्प्लॉइज ऑफ माय ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, दैट देयर फाइनेंशियल सिचुएशन शुड बी इंक्रीजिंग डे बाय डे, शुड बी गुड आफ्टर सम टाइम, after some time, है ना, थोड़े दिन के बाद उसकी फाइनेंशियल सिचुएशन इंक्रीज होती रहनी चाहिए, है ना. देन सोशल स्टेटस शुड बी देयर टू आवर एम्प्लॉइज. दे शुड फील प्राउड of working in our organization like this. So this should be the proper you can say that the personal objectivities of personal objective of what? Personal objective of the business, that they have to work so that their employees should feel the social status. Okay, then the last is the higher level or growth, means in the society or normally they always get the higher level, they increase themselves day by day in financially and in all respects, you can say. So these are the three objectives of the organization of the management, objectives of management, that is organizational objective, then social objective, then personal objective. So you all should go through it properly, all of these two topics, and then we will continue the nature of management, the next topics, whatever the functions and all that we will discuss in the next video. Okay, thank you so much.